Remove and replace airbag and airbag sensors from a 2009 Chevy Malibu after a collision. Tools needed: small flat tip screwdriver, 10mm wrench, 1/4-inch drive ratchet, extension, 7mm, 10mm, and a deep socket 10mm, all in 1/4-inch drive. Disconnect negative and positive terminal using 10mm wrench. On either side of the steering wheel there is an access hole right there. Slide this flat tip in this direction in the hole and feel for the tension spring. When you feel for the tension spring, you push and pull. This is what your tension spring should look like right here. When you stick it in, you go in and you feel for it and you push it until it disconnects, and then you pull back. Same thing for the opposite side. Carefully lift the tabs that hold them, and the locking tabs, in place from the airbag, and it should release. These are the crash sensors located up front. They're both of them sitting on the radiator support, one on the left, the other on the right. There's a locking tab as well. Pull it out and squeeze the tab and it disconnects, and you pull it out using a torque socket. This is the airbag module that sits under the center console. In order to remove the center console, you must have a 10mm 1/4-inch drive socket and a wrench, and a 7mm socket. On the driver's side, remove the kick panel by pulling it. It should come right apart like that. The first 7mm would be right on top. The next 10mm would be in the bottom. There's one on top, one on the bottom. Kick panel on the passenger side, same thing. Just hold it, remove it. 7mm, 10mm. The center bolt for the center console is located down here. You pull the little tab off, and there is a 10mm screw that is down there. That's why you need the 10mm 1/4-inch drive ratchet to remove them on both sides, driver and passenger. After removing both 10mm bolt on either side of the center console, put your key in and turn on in order to move the gear lever. Pull up and pull, and it should come loose. Twist it, and there is another 10 and 7mm right in there on each side. After it's loose, you go ahead and lift up on the rear and pull back, and it should come loose. You push that forward and lift this out the way. To remove the console, you squeeze and remove the cannon plug located right here. I'm using one hand, so I'm working with what I got. And there it is. It's removed, and it will be sitting right here. There's 3 10mm bolts. You would need a deep 10mm with the extension and the 1/4-inch ratchet to relieve it. This red tab pulls up, and you put your finger in and pull on it, and it should release the module for the airbag. Whenever you get your next module, be sure to pay attention to the grooves on the top. You see the location of these two, and you see the location of these two. These are closer together, the one on the right and one in the middle. One on the right and one on the left, not in the middle. Pay attention to the wires and ensure that they all line up. After you've replaced the module, you do everything in reverse. You connect the cannon plug, bolt the sensor back down, and put everything back together in reverse as you had it before. Thank you. Have a great day.